Hey!
Mumbwa Caves, an archaeological site which yielded artifacts that date from the Mesolithic, Neolithic, and to the Iron Age, evidence of human settlements of people that were hunter-gatherers who lived in these very caves. The Mumbwa Caves suggest that the people that are mostly referred to as Bushmen arose in Central African region 23,000 to 21,000 years ago. 3 skeletons from the lowest strata, 4 and 5, associated with the Late Stone Age were dated, providing for the first time absolute placement of human, cultural and animal remains. And these caves are a tourist attraction of the district. Mumbwa consists of 3 different caves located about 5 kilometers away from the town in a limestone blush. The excavation of the largest of the 3 caves located in the northern blush was one of the first excavations undertaken in Zambia, back then known as Northern Rhodesia. It was started by the District Commissioner of Mumbwa, F.B. McCrae, in 1925, who is credited with the first systematic collection of Stone Age material in the territory in 1926, and the findings are said to be in the Cambridge Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology in London. Mr. McCrae excavated a trail trench in the entrance of Cave 1 and published a short account of his finds in Nada. He carried his excavation down to a depth of 10 feet without reaching bedrock. In the first foot, he found evidence of recent habitation, small microlithic implements which he likened to the Mesolithic Assyrian of southwestern Europe. This is a period which dates back 12,000 to 10,000 years ago. Paleolithic period is called the Old Stone Age, as Neolithic is known as the New Stone Age, while Mesolithic period is known as the Middle Stone Age. In the 8th foot of red earth below, he found implements which were like in appearance to the Salutrian point. This is a style of making stone tools for mainly hunting. He also found a number of stone bores, one coupe de poix. This is a stone hand axe, which may be pointed or overt in shape and has sharp cutting edges. These findings later gave a suggestion of the existence of an African Acheulean industry in caves. This is an archaeological industry of stone tool manufacturing, characterized by distinct oval and pear-shaped hand axes. The excavation was terminated after a layer of sterile red clay had been reached. But in the 1930s, the Italian scientific expedition under Commander A. Gatti began excavations in the caves. The results of their work were subsequently published by Professor R. A. Dart and Signor N. Del Grande. The hearth in Area 1 was originally interpreted as a furnace by Dart and Del Grande in 1931 and left as a monument. Clark in 1942 in the context of refuting Mumbwa's role as an iron smelting site and saw the oval base as a tomb. The excavation of the surviving base of this feature in 1994 provided evidence in form of ash and bent dolomite that this was in fact a large Middle Stone Age hearth or fireplace. And in terms of artifacts, different types of lithics were recovered in 1994, 3,717 of which were from the Iron Age, 16,939 artifacts from the Late Stone Age, and 40,060 from the Upper Middle Stone Age. The Mumbwa Caves projects follows a series of excavations which started in the 1920s, with F.B. McCrae being the first in 1926, Dart and Del Grande in 1931, J. Desmond Clark in 1942, and Savage in 1983. And another excavation was taken by Lawrence Barham in 1994. And as we credit the people that did the excavations, what's important here is what they bring to light and how people lived in these very dark caves, how they survived, how they hunted, how they would seek shelter and refuge from animals and other tribes and clans of people that was seen as a threat. The first residents of the caves were Pleistocene-era animals, which are now extinct. It is suggested that the caves were inhabited during the interglacial period, when the early people migrated into the area from the further north, a move that would also occur in other sites. Although early and middle Pleistocene humans had lived in the caves, they were deserted for a period of time when the environment became drier and arid. The caves were used by humans as late as the Iron Age, shown by the layers nearest to the cave floors, which were associated with the Late Stone Age and Iron Age, and the people who lived in the area adapted to the caves by creating windbreakers and hearths, a fireplace that could warm up the area at night so that they could cook and provide light in darkness. In this later Stone Age period, the caves were inhabited by the Bushmen or the Sun people. These are derogatory terms in trying to refer to the people that we call Ka in separating them between them and the Khoikhoi, and this derogatory term was to associate them mostly with animals. They occupied the caves until the arrival of the Bantu-speaking people, and it was at this time when the caves became abandoned. And these tribes still prosper and continue their traditional lifestyles and customs in parts of the Southern African region, in countries like South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Angola, and Zimbabwe. A way of life that has existed for centuries, the knowledge of living within nature and cultural norms, a tale of a society through family, surviving, and friendship on the path of human civilization. Feel like Indiana Jones. Hey. Manio fia. Ngani ngaram.